Oh my god. It feels like I'm playing with a keyboard and mouse. All controller players need to be using this. What's up guys, Waggly here, and welcome back to another video. So my scroll wheel arrived in the mail, and I'm super excited to unbox and set this up. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you probably didn't see my last video where I emailed PlusGear and they agreed to send me their scroll wheel so I can make a review on it. But by the time of making that video, it hadn't arrived yet. So if you don't know the significance of having a scroll wheel on Fortnite, it's basically a huge advantage that you can have against other players. It used to be completely limited to keyboard and mouse players because mice have scroll wheels and controllers do not. But thanks to this product by PlusGear, anyone can own a scroll wheel for their controller to have a huge competitive advantage. You guys may remember that I had a scroll wheel before that I made a review and video on by a company called Scrolla, but they've been inactive for a long time and you can no longer buy them. So this is why I'm super excited to share this new and improved scroll wheel product with you guys. It's a much simpler and smaller form factor that gives you much more leeway with installing the scroll wheel on your controller than my previous big and chunky scroll wheel. And just to assure you guys, neither of these scroll wheels are against the TOS, and they are completely legal and not bannable. So, why do you need a scroll wheel, you may ask? Well, there are two main reasons people use scroll wheels in Fortnite. The first and most important being scroll wheel reset, and that's where you scroll on your scroll wheel and it resets an edit on any build instantly. Just by one scroll, it will select the wall, reset it, and confirm. And since there are two scroll wheel directions, up and down, you can use the other scrolling direction for interacting. And that will allow you to pick up weapons instantly and win every 50-50 that you come across. Once you get close to picking up an item, you can just spam your scroll wheel and then pick it up as fast as possible. This will increase your chances of picking up a weapon before your opponent does. And the fact that we can do this on controller now, you guys do not want to be missing out on this. Whether you have an Xbox, a PlayStation, a PC, it doesn't matter. This product will work for every one of them. And if you're using any random miscellaneous controller that you have plugged into your PC, this scroll wheel can be easily attached to that as well. But now I received the scroll wheel, I want to thank PlusGear for sending this product to me. If you guys want to head over to PlusGear's website, it'll be in the description as well, and pick up their Pro Scroller, which is a scroll wheel to attach to your controller. It's super cool because you can customize every part of it to a different color for a small extra charge. You can even change the cable clip's color. But once you have the customization you want, just click add to cart. And for the coupon code, use code Waggly with 2 Ys for 10% off. Just click apply coupon, and it'll just say coupon code applied successfully, and you'll get 10% off your order. Now let's get right into the unboxing. Okay, so I got this package in the mail, and it should be the scroll wheel and the Exopad. By the way, they sent me something called an Exopad, which is another product that they make, and it seems really cool. So if you want me to make a video on that, I will, but we're not going to be looking at that in today's video, just the scroll wheel. Alright, let's get back to the video. Let's open this. Thank you for your purchase. Okay, so this is everything that comes in the box. And just letting you guys know, it comes with bubble wrap, but I just got rid of it earlier. All right, so it looks like this is the actual scroll wheel, and then there's these bags with stuff, and it looks like these are parts for the Exopad. So I'm gonna go to this link, look at the setup instructions, and actually get this scroll wheel set up to my controller, and I'm gonna test it out on Fortnite. So on the website, they made it very clear on how to set up each part with these different videos. Okay, so I'm gonna watch this video on how to set up the scroll wheel. So something that's super cool about this scroll wheel is that you can actually position it wherever you want on the controller. For me personally, I think I'm gonna put it up here because that's where I had my previous scroll wheel. That's where I'm used to it. But if you wanted, you could put it anywhere else you want on the controller. It comes with alcohol wipes to clean the controller before you'll actually stick the scroll wheel on. So I'm just gonna clean this whole area. And after you dry it off with something, you're ready to put the scroll wheel on. So you just take off this adhesive piece here. Alright, so I'm just gonna stick it right here, and you just have to hold for 15 seconds. I decided to put it there because when I have a wire connected to here, it won't get in the way. It feels super nice just testing it out. This is such a natural position for my finger because I'm already pressing this trigger. Now all you have to do is just attach this to a USB-C cable in your PC. This is what I used for my last controller and scroll wheel, so I'm just gonna plug one cable in to the scroll wheel and one cable into my controller. Okay, so this is what it's like with everything set up. I have the controller with the scroll wheel connected to its box here, and then just a cable for my Xbox, and both these connect into my PC. And if you're playing wirelessly, then you'll only need one of these cables. But since I'm playing wired into my PC, I'm just connecting both. So then you'll just connect this cable into either your Xbox, PlayStation, or PC, depending on which one you're using. So now I'm gonna test this out in game. So I have this set up with the scroll wheel. It just feels so nice and natural having it right here. Now to set it up in settings, go over to the keyboard controls and make your building edit set to mouse wheel down, and also your reset building edit set to mouse wheel down. That way when you scroll it down, it will reset your builds. So that is how you get scroll wheel reset on controller. You can also make it mouse wheel up going the other way if you want. I just personally use mouse wheel down. And if you want to, you can also go over to use and set this to either mouse wheel up or down, just the one that you're not using for the reset. Now you can use the scroll wheel to win every 50-50, so you can interact using the scroll wheel also, so you can pick up guns much faster. And that's literally all the settings that you have to set up for this. Unfortunately, I'm using my old controller and it does have stick drift on it, so I had to turn up my dead zones a lot for this. So my movement is just gonna be weird throughout this video because it's very messed up on this controller. So I'm just grabbing stuff from these vending machines using scroll wheel up, and it's such a clean interact. I'm just gonna go over to these weapons and scroll up. Watch this. Wow, look at that. I'm just scrolling up and it's insta picking up these weapons. You guys are never gonna lose a 50-50 ever again with this scroll wheel. And again, guys, if you're picking this up, make sure to use code Waggly with 2 Ys at checkout to get 10% off your purchase. All right, since the movement on this controller is really weird, it's going to be hard to stand still, so I'm just not going to be moving a lot. But that doesn't affect the editing. All right, so I edited this wall, and now I'm going to test the scroll wheel reset. So get ready. I'm just going to scroll down. Oh my god, that is so fast. It is just instant. Oh my god. It feels like I'm playing with a keyboard and mouse. All controller players need to be using this. This is just so incredibly fast and smooth. Like, if you're not using this, you are going to be at a disadvantage. This is also very similar to the previous scroll wheel I have, as you can see on this one. Except this one, it has a big chunky box actually attached to the controller, and it only worked on PC. This one you can use on Xbox, PS4, and PC. And the box is separate, so it's not attached onto your controller like that one. So this is basically my old scroll wheel, just improved and much leaner. So I am very happy with this. And in case you guys didn't know, this doesn't affect aim assist or anything. Like, when you're editing with it, it doesn't take away aim assist for a second because it doesn't swap to keyboard controls. As you can see, I stay on controller the entire time. It's not like it thinks I'm using a keyboard and mouse for 1 second. And I'm not gonna lie, it's also really satisfying to use. And in case you're wondering, it's not bannable. This is allowed by Epic in their terms of service, so feel free to use this in comp and whatever you want to do in Fortnite. Super big shout out to Plus Gear again. Thank you guys so much for sending this to me, and if you're picking this up yourself, make sure to use code Waggly with 2 Ys. The link will be in the description as well. And if you guys remember, they did send me another product. They sent me the Exopad as well. So stay tuned for a future video and I can review that if you guys want to. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye.